Hello, this is E-Soup, aka Specific Soup. I am back with my reaction to Word of Honor, episode 16. I did sort of a late night running marathon kind of thing, reacting to, I think it was 4 episodes in a row. I had a little break between 2 of them, but it was basically 4 episodes in a row. I might do something similar today. Yeah, I don't really recommend this. I didn't really sleep enough, but it was like, I finished up episode 15, I went to bed, and I just definitely didn't sleep very well because it was like, I literally was feeling tense from just the experience of the events of the show. And I think what I want to do today is at least react to enough to hopefully get to an episode where things are slightly brighter, just a little bit to get it out of my system, because I feel like I have to get to a point of at least slight reconciliation to just not feel like I'm going crazy. Also, I'm gonna look up really quick if this has a special edition. Netflix seems to have the specials, but I want to check anyway. Episode 16 does not have a special version, but episode 17 does have a special version. So I think at the very least, I'm going to watch those 2 today. At the very least, I'm going to get through episodes 16 and 17, because to me, if it has a special cut, that means there are small scenes that I guess they had to censor for the original release. And then later they were like, hey, we'll throw this in. So usually it means that there's sweet gay things happening. So if I know that I'm getting to possibly sweet gay things by episode 17 at least, then I can then I can feel okay about this. I could feel okay about my life again. So that's where I'm going. I might react even more today, but I'm not sure. When I actually think about all of the plot twists and also potential plot twists last episode, because they could still be spreading lies about Gao Chong that are part of the setup, but I'm not sure. I'm a little bit unsure. I have no idea what to think about him at this point. I don't know if he really nobly wanted to be a monk and all that, or if he's colluding with the voice in the sky who's talking about stuff. I shouldn't put it off anymore. I'm just gonna get into it. So, yep, there's my emotional support coffee and my emotional support leopard, who is going to move while I drink the coffee so I don't spill anything, but I'll need her again in a little bit. Without further ado, I really don't know how the people were handling it who were doing filming 1 reaction a week or even 2 reactions a week. I don't know what they were doing after episode 14 and 15. Crying alone in a dark room. I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Let's do this.
高某一生尽心竭力，上对得起天地，下对得起江湖兄弟，陷入重重阴谋，无从辩解。没错。 大哥无愧于心，你们若不信，咱们用刀剑说话。
My thoughts I had earlier about how Chung Ling will feel about who Wen Kexing is are just coming more alive now. Because I'm like, what is he gonna see? What is he gonna witness that Wen Kexing has done? Ooh.
我与大哥同生共死，我就不信你们这些乌合之众能把五湖盟给平了。
Are we fighting now?
好啊
I'm like Wen Kexing. Are we fighting now? Are we finally fighting?
想用武力压人，哈哈哈哈哈哈哈！没听说过。
That's a good laugh.
也不压正吗？我们这千百英雄在场，还怕他五湖盟吗？
I just don't know who's good and who's evil. I don't think there's an answer. Oh Lord.
Sư 咱们真的不管吗？师叔，此事疑点重重，我看高盟主的确像是被人所害，
Yeah, I actually think so either. Goodness. Oh, he just cut all their swords!
走，师叔。那清风剑派不是跟高崇引为故交？哼，没想到啊，第一个脚底抹油的居然是他们。
Are they? I think that sect was trying to call their clan leader in. I still don't know what's up with Shen Shen. Ugh. Poor Zhao Jing.
这高崇为何还不出手？
Oh.
都到这般田地了，你还伪装什么？
Well, he's not pretending then. He doesn't want to actually kill those people.
我不会做的。
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, you might be wrong. You might actually be wrong.
为师父报仇！
Ren Kuxing, I think maybe this is the lesson that you have to learn. Is that you might be wrong. Oh. Is he gonna have to actually fight?
师傅，跟我走。放开他！
No, 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 don't. No, he's trying to save him. Zhao. We like you, okay? But we're trying to save Chungling over here. Is he... Yeah, Gao Chong is trying not to actually hurt anybody. I feel like I've been duped by this show, which is so clever. You were so quick to stick up for, like, everything that... Well, almost everything that Wen Kuxing was saying. Right? Ooh. We didn't stop to think if we should. Oh. Oh, he had to really fight him.
你是何人？若非高宠一派，我助你救出张小公子。
我是你老子。
你
上！
I love his look with the hat and the veil. It's very nice. Is Chungling going to see Wen Kuxing and be like, what the heck, dude? That's his... Wait. Was that Kuxing's fan? Oh, he is protecting Chungling.
你没事吧？
You could...
大哥！
At the end of the day, he still doesn't want his people to get hurt.
高伯伯，程灵，
带程灵走。
Maybe... Oh... Chungling is gonna be so mad that these people are in danger. I don't... Oh jeez. Oh no. Cause he doesn't... Oh my god. Whoa. That was cool. Cause Chungling doesn't want Gao Chong to die. Or any of these guys to die, really. Okay, I love him with the hair down. He's really in his comeback era. Oof. Alright. Oh, are they gonna smash this down? Okay. It's okay. It's a monument. We can live without the monument. Oh, but it's symbolic. Oh no. Well, don't get squished. Ooh. I don't know what Wen Kuxing feels at this moment. Oh! No. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Are these the first people, like, he actually, like, killed? I mean, I understand. They pose a very immediate threat in this situation. Oh. Right. Yeah, like, bro, stop. Oh.
大哥，收手吧，大势已去了。我求求你，就把琉璃甲交出来吧。二哥，你在说什么呢？
五弟，你还理不清吗？你这是在帮他吗？你是要害死他！高崇，你多行不义，自取灭亡。五湖盟受你连累，百年名声毁于一旦。现在难道你还要这么多
I
人
think
都
he
为
was
你的
actually
罪孽陪葬？
framed. I think
是轮到你这个狗东西问罪我大哥。铁证如山，在座的各位哪个问不得他的罪？
and I was thinking about in the episodes where his daughter is kind of standing up for him, or she's like, well, he's harsh, but he means well. And it always feels a little like, well, of course you're going to say that, you're the daughter. But it could be possible that, you know, she actually was describing his character, like, for real. That Gao Chong is not, like, a bad guy. In his position of power, he has to make certain choices, and some of them are, like, really not great for our main characters. But if he is, like, if all of this is him being framed, yeah, if all of this is him being framed, like, absolutely all of it, which I think Wen Kexing might not know one way or the other, because so many people have been at play in this. But if all of this is just him being framed, then ultimately, like, again, it's like, well, I don't love him, but ultimately he kind of is a good guy. And plus, we at first thought we were supposed to root for Rong Xuan, and then Wen Kexing was like, what are you talking about? That's not my father. I don't like him either. Just the moment, I feel like the moment is coming when Chongling is like, oh shoot, this is like Wen Kexing's fault. How do I trust anyone now? I'm so upset because I can't see how we're like, I feel like that is a thing that has to be dealt with at some point, and I don't know when else it would be dealt with.
黄长老，一言九鼎。我希望今天你能给我做个证。
Okay,
只要我
well,
大哥交出琉璃甲，就要保他性命。
but what if they don't keep their promise?
陪他出家，从此不再过问江湖事。
Wow.
黄长老，我求求你了。
I sympathize with him even though I don't think this is the best idea.
大哥，
He's too trusting, I think.
五湖杯已经倒了，五湖盟也要散了，你别执迷不悟了。
Wow.
你想想小莲，你难道要让她背负着我们的罪孽活下去吗？
By the way, someone has Xiaolian. Where is she? Tell us where Xiaolian is. Because those pink and green people have her.
起来，大哥听你的。我把琉璃甲交给他们。
大哥，你不能啊！
Yeah. I mean,
五弟，
I don't know what they're
好
planning
好
with
照
it.
顾我闺女，
Yeah, where's your daughter?
让她过普通人的生活。
Oh.
大哥，万万不能啊！
五弟，
Shen, just do it. Just do it. Just do it, man. Ooh. What was that? Did he just knock him out? And he was like, sorry, this guy's gonna get
你
in
们
my
这些
way.
杂碎，使出千般卑劣手段，就是想让高某交出琉璃甲，是吧？
Jeez. Oh. Yeah, I don't think this isn't really what
高
Wen
崇被奸人
Kexing
所害，百口
wanted.
莫辩。今日高崇与五湖盟断绝关系，以此明志。
The one thing is I should still consider, okay, what is it like, why does Wen Kexing not like Gao Chong? Because if Wen Kexing is also not on the side of Rong Xuan, then the problem isn't just what Gao Chong did against Rong Xuan. And I imagine it just has to do with instigating the violence that led to his parents' deaths. But I'm curious now. Like, I'm curious now what the original thing that made him want to, like, target him is.
后患，高某今日就毁了他。
Oh. That. Honestly, all the respect for him that part of me feels like that's just what needed to happen, right? I mean, I don't know. Right? Oh. I think that really made Wen Kexing doubt his assessment of him. Oh no, where is he going? What is he doing? Oh my god! Jeez. No. Oh, what did you do, bro? Oh, ow. Ramming your head in the... Oh my gosh. I have been tricked. I have been... Yeah, sorry, man. Oh. Yeah, now we're fighting again. Oh my god. Oh. This is, yeah. This is where he knew. He effed up.
您确定不去英雄大会，直接打到恢复吗？今日各方豪杰齐聚英雄大会，正是咱们扬名立万的好时候。
Are they the...
师傅怎能缺席？再者说了
Oh, okay. The people that left. Okay, I thought maybe they were leaving to get their sect leader, but maybe they were just leaving. The Wind something sect? That's the one that's Hao Weining is in, right?
这咱们是不是应该？
闭嘴！我说回山。
Gentle Wind Sword. But which of those might be fake? Yikes. Oh man. He's like, okay, I'm on guarding the cave duty, because I've been a bad boy. Oh, this sucks.
先吃点东西吧。
Chongling, I'm sorry that
谢谢师傅。
the man I love did
对啊，
this
师
to
傅，
you.
温叔呢？
你先吃，
Uh,
他就在外面，我去找他。
Oh. What are you gonna say? Oh. Music. Oh, God.
阿雪，我是个恶人吗？心地向善，便不算恶人。只许你算计别人，被别人算计一遭，就这副要死要活的样子，没出息，还不如我那徒弟呢。
Oh, he... I don't know how to explain it. The way he makes an example of things for Wen Kexing. in a way that's like, it's like so clearly demonstrative, and it's so, and it sounds weird to say this, but it is almost like when you're trying to teach a child something and you have to give them like an example of something they would understand and like break it down in a certain way that they would get it, but you're still trying to be gentle with them. And I know that obviously we're talking about a grown adult, but I think it's been made so clear in the show the way that it's like his trauma. I think like his trauma like reverts him back to childlike emotions and logic. And I also think that when he's having a good time, he like reverts back there to, God, okay, this sounds so sad, but like, oh, because maybe the last time that he was like really happy before all the horrible things started happening was like presumably when he was a kid. And I feel like Joseshu sees that and he like knows how to talk to him in that way. Again, obviously he's not actually a child and he doesn't need to literally be treated like a child, but there's just something about the way Joseshu has like done so many things where he kind of like set an example for Wen Kuxing, or like just pulls the exact right, like, I don't know, comparison out of a hat to like make it make sense. And he shows so much, it's like he shows so much mercy, like even at this point. He has his moments of being like fed up and incredibly emotional about it, but then he like comes back and is just like so forgiving in a way. When the stuff happened in like episode 14, I like kept thinking I was gonna cry, and I like almost did, and then I just like didn't, because I don't know, I was just like, I was feeling my heart rate go up instead of like crying. But now that it's like we're a cinch calmer, I'm just like, okay, I'm crying now. We're just gonna back up a little. And the fact that I think like rain in these shows can be so symbolic, and not in like a cheesy way. Not just like, oh, it's thunder and lightning because sad things are happening, but like he was standing out in the rain and then Joseshu comes out, right? Are they both in the rain? They're not totally under the cave thing, right? Watch me eat my words. I thought they were like under the rainfall. But anyway, because I'm just like imagining the thing of like joining someone who's out in the rain. They're in the middle of a downpour. They've like royally messed up, but you feel like for whatever reason or circumstances, they deserve like a lifeline basically. And you go out and like join them in the rain. And you're just like in the rain with them. They might not actually be getting wet right now. I can't tell. I think they are. I don't know.
心地向善，便不算恶人。
They're still under the cave overhang, I think, but it looked like they were getting wet. But just take my metaphor anyway. I think it still makes sense. And I'm thinking about the fact that he could play that song on the flute, that it's supposed to be that you're kind or you're pure of heart. Only pure of heart people or something can play it. And I don't know, because I thought, how is that the case? Was it like a trick? Is he able to do something to still be able to do stuff like that while still being like evil? But maybe the idea is that like the childlike innocence at the core of him has kindness, and he just needs to focus on that and like drop everything else.
只许你算计别人，被别人算计一遭，还不如我那徒弟呢。
我这次算是栽大了。 幸灾乐祸的去看别人的戏，没想到自己也是戏台上的一员。你说，我这算不算聪明反被聪明误啊？
你可真会往自己脸上贴金，你这叫蠢才反被蠢才误。
周大人，你聪明，你看明白了？
这局环环相扣，一定有个幕后之人扯动牵机。 甚至不止一个，我一时之间还看不出这个人的真正目的是什么。
难道不是为了琉璃甲？
不止。
无论如何，这次高冲身败名裂，五湖盟也一蹶不振了。
未必。相较于高崇，赵静在关键时刻以退为进，扮猪吃老虎，把自己撇得干干净净。我记得在天窗卷宗里。 赵静除了有个绰号。
Oh. We know things about Zhao Jing? I knew there was some other stuff going on with him, and he kind of worked with... it feels like it's been a million years. He worked with some of the Ghost Valley people, maybe? I think. He did something like a little shady, but then also he was trying to help. He might have been trying to help or do something for the drama lady. Why am I forgetting? The drama lady. I think you know who I mean. The one who, like, he knew her from before, but she had the soup of forgetting, and so she didn't know who he was anymore. But at that point, it's, like, all a blur at this point. But I know he was colluding with somebody to do something, but he also seemed a little bit more humanized because of his care for the ghost woman. But now I'm like, are we getting the tea that he was doing, like, sketchy stuff too? This is so interesting. Surely, well, I would think Zhou Zishu knows at this point that Wen Kexing is one of the people pulling the strings, and he's just not saying that, but he's trying to be like, well, this is what I've observed, blah, blah, blah. But I think he must know, but I don't think he knows that he's, like, the chief.
叫赛孟尝，还有一个，便叫赵玄德。当时并没有在意哭哭啼啼以德服人的造作表现，可真是堪称一绝呀！
赵玄德，谁起的？可真够坏的，都快赶上你了。
Interesting. I'm keeping some things in my back pocket before I say them.
我坏？温大善人，我可对你留着情面呢。
是吗？我怎么不知道？
真相难得，不局不易。一个人再怎么挖空心思，步步为营的搭建平衡之道，人算终究逃不过天算。要破掉一个精密的局，太容易了。有可能因为一时间的人心向背，也有可能因为一场雨。再深沉的局，也会有破局的一天。只要耐心的抽丝剥茧，最后总会找到那个破局之人。
I think this kind of stuff would be his bread and butter from having been in the window of heaven. So I'm not sure, but I think he probably already knows that Wen Kexing... Yeah, he's already implied that things didn't go the way Wen Kexing wanted. So I think he knows that he was at least one of the planners. And he's saying what we kind of figured too, that somebody who worked for him did something different. And that is all it took. That, or, you know, rain, or whatever random event of the day is all it took to mess up his plan.
所以真正完美之局，依势而动，时刻变换。
Don't...
控局者需要做的，便是看准方向，给予那么适时的一推。人心难测，人性却易测。贪欲无极，人之本性。
I had a thought about the way when Wen Kexing is like, he's like basically talking to himself about how he has to do more. Basically when he's saying like he has to do more to get Zhou Zishu to like love him. And it's like he's gonna have to learn not to see these things in terms of control. But that's so clearly also like the trauma brain talking, that he feels like he has to make sure... He feels like if he does things right, then someone will love him and like things will go his way. And he's seen so much like greed from people that he thinks like, oh, just these people, I just control them with their greed. And he doesn't yet understand how that's at odds with, like, you know, him caring for Zhou Zishu or Chengling or like any other person that he decides is like good enough So I don't know if we're really getting reconciliation this episode at all. But it does, regardless of what happens, like, right now in the moment, you know, out of necessity, he certainly has a long way to go. I mean, that's smart. Why would things kind of go wrong and he just immediately learns completely the error of his ways? That wasn't going to happen. He just still thinks that if he controls something differently, that he can fix everything and, like, you know, nothing else matters.
这是世间颠扑不破的真相。
Oh, the rain.
老温，你不要再以为自己能够看透人性了。先是安吉刺贤，后是高宠，你错的还不够多吗？一味的偏执，误的只会是自己。人性固然有贪欲挣扎，那又何尝没有信节高义呢？你到底想要什么？
我说了，你帮我吗？
你说了，我才能够帮你。
我要。
Are you... You gonna tell him?
我要不属于这世间的魑魅魍魉，都滚回他们的18层地狱去。
Oh. Okay. We'll work on that more later.
以高宠武功之高，
Oh my god. I swear every time he's on screen, he gets more attractive.
完全可以逃走再谋出路，但是没想到，这五湖碑一塌，他就全然崩溃，以死谢罪了。唉，人都死了，那不是满盘皆输了吗？义父，
Yeah.
您还真是思无一策，动。
We... Okay, I gotta put my glasses back on. This is getting too much. This is too much. We have been bamboozled and tricked, and this is the Godfather that they were hiding. Oh my god. I cannot believe it. They really set us up with that one. The one brother that you think is a nicer guy and is more trustworthy, and he's working with the Scorpion King, and the Scorpion King is calling him Godfather, and Window of Heaven has like a record on him, and his different names. Are you kidding me? I really liked you, Zhao Jing. I really think the show is like taking you on a ride where you have to like learn the same lessons that the characters do. I would say that you have to learn the same lessons as Wen Kexing, and that feels like most of it so far, but I suspect that there are lessons for Zhou Zishu to learn too, and I don't know how they will narratively frame that, but regardless, at least right now, it's been lessons that Wen Kexing needs to learn, and we're just getting slapped on the face for kind of like making the same assumptions that he did. And it's so complicated because I still think a lot of the people that we thought, oh, they're not trustworthy. Some of them might still not be trustworthy, but some of them are. And some of them are, you know, it's complicated. And then there's other people that we were looking at going like, you're the one good small bean. And then actually they're not. The one, but I just hope Tao Weining is a good guy. Like I kept saying, I think he's a little bit like not good at certain things that he says he's good at, or there might be something he's lying about, but I don't think he's going to turn out to be bad. That would be an absolute punch in the gut. But I don't think he's going to turn out to be super bad. But I feel like with almost everyone else, like anything is on the table. Who's good, who's bad, who's who. Okay, I just need to...
人心啊，
刚者易折，佼者易污。
高崇身上背负的东西已经压了他太多，而义父这盘棋 也陪他下了20年。压死他的就剩那最后一根稻草。现在好了。
Oh, I don't like either of them now, but I'm so shipping them. I mean, look at that, like. Because the Scorpion King is like, oh, you did such a good job of tricking Gao Chong, and you just, like, know exactly how to read him like a book, and he's probably, like, admiring that so much, and I don't even, like, read AO3, like, to be honest, like, for no good reason. Like, I never got super into fanfiction, and I don't honestly know why, but honestly, is there an AO3 tag?
好了，我照镜，功行圆满了。只可惜呀，还有点美中不足。
What didn't go perfectly?
还有什么美中不足啊？
却没有想到被黄长老出来摆了一道。
What? Oh,
让
okay.
陶红和绿柳。
Oh, that was not supposed to happen.
派人去追了。
Okay.
义父，这高小莲，要不要灭口？
万万不可！ 我要让他活着，而且要好好的活着。他现在就是我的一面活招牌。
Your living
他过得
mascot.
越好，就越能彰显我的大义。
Okay, well that's okay.
好，希儿听你
God, why is he so beautiful?
这次你可立了大功了。要不是你用蛊术将邓宽迷得毫无心智，想搬到高
They
重
did that.
还真没那么容易。
Oh.
不过你看看高重那些弟
God.
子，一个个忠贞不二。
you know what, I can't feel bad for shipping, like, the evil people in the show, because our main guy is evil right now, okay? Like, let's be real.
尤其那个宋怀仁，个双面习作。
Huai Ren.
我早就说过，
Wait, who is Song Huai
那信
Ren?
送的不是什么好东西。
Who is
义父你还
that?
不信？你还视他为义子？
Godchild?
还跟我大吵一架，还生我气了。要是说的是不是对的？
Song Huai Ren. Who? Oh, is that the guy that he killed? Who is the son of the other guy? Oh.
邪王原来是你，吓我一跳。义父叫你来的？
是。琉璃甲给我吧。
That's like the centerpiece.
印信。
本王都亲自来了，还要什么印信？
事关重大，不可轻忽。义父只让我夜盗此物出来，可他从没说过要我转交给你。
你说什么？
没有印信，这东西我是不会给你的。
你我同为义父座下心腹，本该。算了，你走吧。
Ooh. Only. I feel like he's like, only I know him better than you do, if you know what I mean. Ooh. Oh, that weapon. Whoa.
我活。
Oh. Oh, maybe he was going to say, like, only I can live or something like that. But how does that weapon work? It, like, stabs you, but it also...
岂容他人染指？成就大业，有我一个就够了。
This...
希儿说的没错吧？还好我把宋怀仁给宰了，要不然义父，您的琉璃甲和计划可全泡汤了。
好了，我错了，希儿，对不起。
Xiar. Oh my god. This was... I don't know what was on my bingo card for this episode, but this was not on my bingo card.
以后义父啊，就只有你一个好儿子。
Okay, that's...
琉璃甲呢？
that's not quite...
我随时都带在身上的。
That's not quite how I would
希儿，
put it.
义父的身家性命可都交给你了，你就是这个世界上我唯一信任的人。还有一件事情你得去办。
义父随便吩咐。
穆思远那个蠢货，还是要好生安抚，以后还有用得着他的地方。
穆思远，
穆思远这头蠢驴，
穆思远
武功稀松平常，笨笨如牛，长得又丑，留着他有什么用啊？
Oh no, 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 no. Who's Musu Yuan?
仙儿啊，
Who is that?
你想想那羊群，
Who's Musu Yuan?
羊群的习
I
性，
don't remember this
只会
name
愚
from
不可
before.
及的挤在一起。但凡有一只头羊出来引路，其他的蠢羊就会一拥而上，哪怕这只头羊去的是狼窝。五狐盟就是这个羊群，而穆思远就是义父的头羊之选呢。
我总是不如义父目光深远。总之，以后我什么都听义父的。
只要你我父子同心，这江湖，这天下，这武林，早晚是你我的囊中之物。
Okay, we're sitting together. Are we gonna have another talk? Like a serious talk? Oh. Oh. It's like whenever he offers the wine. Excuse me?
秦
Oh,
淮章的徒弟，
hello.
没想到你武功不行，跑得倒挺快，让我好找。
前辈，又见面了。
什么又见面了？我一
Eh.
直追着你呢，啊，被他拖了后腿，才把你跟丢了。
师傅，程岭，这位是叶白衣，叶前辈。前辈，这位是小徒程岭。
His disciple.
傻了吧唧的，
Oh, shut up.
一代不如一代喽。
我家孩子再傻，妖怪强多了。
你家孩子，怎么，你也是四季山庄的人？
Yes, but no. Who are you?
那里面是谁？
你希望里面是谁啊？
你。
你希望是谁？那肯定不是谁喽。
The whiplash of the show is unheard of, and I don't understand how they always pull it off. This show, I just honestly can't believe it. And I'm saying the show, I mean, props to the director, the crew, the freaking actors, everyone who worked on it and whoever did like the screenplay, but also obvious mad props to Priest for writing the story that this is based on, Faraway Wanderers, because I could tell now that I'm going to have to become a Priest reader, because it's just, I don't know, I'm just like, how does this all work together? How am I getting like so shocked by some of these twists? And the way that like the emotional scenes are delivered is always so good too, because it's never just like someone saying a basic thing. Like, it's not the first basic cute thing you can think of. It's like the dialogue is always so well thought out. It certainly is fitting that like poetry is such a big theme with Wen Kexing, but with a lot of other characters too, like poetry and art. I'm rambling, but I just had a big brain moment because I'm like, oh yeah, there's a lot about how poetry and art capture like the human experience, especially the human experience with love. And that has me going, oh, Wen Kexing, like, loves poetry. He's constantly spouting it off. He's constantly spouting off stuff which, a lot of which is apparently from, like, ancient Chinese love poems. And he, at the same time, is, like, setting himself apart from humanity. Like, humans are greedy. There's these very specific sort of places for the humans that he's cool with, but everyone else is just like bad and greedy. But he loves like this art form that has so much to say about the human condition, particularly the good things about the human condition. I am sure that's on purpose, and I'm sure that that's something that he will come to realize as part of like, you know, learning to be better and like understanding humanity and empathizing more, but that just clicked with me. He is like in love with these very human things, but he's also like, humans are terrible and I'm above them. And at some point, something's gotta give. I'm so astounded with the writing in this and everything. Like, just, I feel like almost everything is so perfectly placed. And I don't even feel like I'm watching something that was low budget, because even when they do something where it's obviously low budget, I don't even care. And even the blatant product placement is like funny instead of being annoying, and they managed to make part of it like a thematic element, with the whole thing with the walnuts and like spinning the walnuts around, and then he like, you know, crushes them and attacks the guy. They took the budget they had and they just went, we are going to squeeze every cent out of this and just like make it as perfect as we possibly can with what we have. Okay, I need to shut up, but Jesus, and I love this, like, weird, like, two catty gays just, like, fighting each other with these guys.
别张嘴就不说人话的老妖怪强多了。
你家孩子，怎么？
Your child.
你也是四季山庄的人？
Who is that?
那里面是谁？
你希望里面是谁啊？
你。
你希望是谁，那就肯定不是谁喽。
哎，算了算了，你个脸比小白脸还白的蛤蟆精妖怪，
也不知道自己几斤几两，跟我斗，出去啊！
阿旭，你别来。
Right. Who? Oh, did.
你们看，外面下着雨呢，能不能挑个晴天再斗鸡啊？
Oh. Who are you? That's
傻小
the.
子，你以为里面是谁啊？
我以为是小莲师姐。
程良，他们要在高小姐身上找到琉璃甲。
That's
只要一
what's
天
his
这个
name?
关系不破，他们便不会伤害他。
The
我们自有时间
cabinet.
再去寻他。
阿旭还有个流浪在外的徒弟媳妇呢。
Mm-hmm.
这个自然是要去。
龙少阁主。
Yes, young Chief Long. Please let him free. Alright, what the heck are you guys up to? For real.
白忙活了一场的，好在还有那个臭姑娘。我看是先拿她跟赵静谈谈条件，还是先耍弄一下婶婶这个蠢货？
琉璃甲到底落谁手里了？
没人。
没人。
在临死前说琉璃甲已经被他毁了，我才不相信。可是身上确实有，怎么可能不在呀
？Some of it.
我们奔忙一场，
We
所谓
think.
何来呀
What did you do this for?
五湖蒙抢回去了吗？尸体哪还有什么囫囵个的
Oh
睡呢？
God.
可是确实没有琉璃。
She did nothing wrong. Of course, I'm gonna go to the next episode and it's gonna turn out she was doing something wrong. I can't say anything anymore. Oh jeez. Okay. We're doing sketchy stuff now.
五弟，你去哪儿啊？大哥尸骨未寒，
I can't.
你要把这摊子都留给我。
I can't look at this character. And I just the scene with him and the Scorpion King, and I was like, okay, I'm just, the way that they're talking, and the Scorpion King is like so freaking beautiful, like, I'm just, you know, making up my own story that they have like a thing, but then the way that they had them like touching each other's hands and like really close, and it was like, I'm sorry to make the comparison, but it was really giving me the same vibes as like in The Untamed with Meng Yao and Lan Qichen, where you're like, they keep doing the hand thing and you're like, are they really? Because like, was this supposed to be a thing? And then they're totally like flirting with each other and you're like, I didn't know this was gonna be a thing, but this is like that times 10,000. Because it's the last guy that you expected. I'm not the only person whose brain was like completely broken by this episode, right?
我哪还有脸留下来？如果五弟，如今五姓兄弟只剩我们两个人了，你如果再走，
No.
五湖盟就真散了。
You don't actually care about that.
大哥临终前告诉我，把小莲平安的带回。
河盟上下都会努力寻找，妖志他也出去找了。你听二哥的，别走，五湖盟不能群龙无首，你给我留下来。
我走。
Is
必留着好。
Wait.
如果我能找到小莲的话，我会把她带到大孤山竹海，从此再也不回这个伤心之地。
Like, what if Shen Chen ends up being one of the people that our main guys like team up with to save Xiaoling?
就委托给你了。兄弟们用。
Hello. Oh my god, the umbrella. Are you kidding me? Whew. Wait.
义父
Did you really just... I know that Shen Shen just walked away, but would people know who you are, sir? Would people know that you're bad? That you're the Scorpion King? You just, like, showed up and just went right up and started talking to him, like, right there? Oh my god.
义父，就这么放他走了？那琉璃甲，
高崇这厮老谋深算，他是预兆了英雄大会恐生变故，又怕婶婶无力自保，才会把琉璃甲留着自己保。
管他真的假的。
That's right. He asked... That's right. Oh.
让希儿先追上去，把他做了。
万万不可！我要婶婶活着。我擅自行动，别怪义父无情。
Don't be like that other guy.
是。
Oh my...
你要
Oh
体
my
谅义父的
god.
义父隐忍半生、扬眉吐气的时候，如果没有一个故旧在旁作证，
yeah.
那我这一路走来，不等于锦衣夜行。
希儿见证义父一路走来。
你怎么算？你和我都是一家人，一心同体，不算旁人。
What?
这个名单上的人要处理干净。
Excuse me?
手法务必酷烈，不留一个活口。谢儿，我要你懂得，奴役人心的不仅仅是贪婪。
那是什么？请义父赐教。
是恐惧。
Oh, okay. So, Wen Kexing has been all about humans being inherently greedy, and it's like, but they can be other things too. And then this guy, who's, you know, he's not a ghost from the Ghost Valley, and he seems to be an upstanding dude, and then it turns out he's not. And he's like, it's not just greed, it's also fear. Yeah, I don't think I'm reading anything into that situation at all, right? Like they're like oh.
前辈，我有名字的。
我爱叫你什么就叫你什么，你哪那么多废话？
He really doesn't like how that guy kind of acts like him.
前辈说的是，
说的是，吃的呢
But oh.
这是什么呀？这是人吃的吗？
姑娘，你家可有40卷版的《说文解字》
啊？有吧？
那神尊鬼焰一词旁的解说绘图，配的是不是这幅尊？
之前还听到谁在豪言壮语的要什么真相，怎么有脸在这胡吹吹？啊，哎，小子，你家那《说文解字》里头“贻笑大方”这个词
Wen Kexing really doesn't like the people who are kind of like most similar to him. Because I think Cao Weining has like a way that's kind of similar to him, and he really didn't like him, and he really doesn't like this guy.
你以为真相是兔子，守着一棵树自己就撞过来了？想要真相你去找了吗？你知道上哪儿找吗？你找得到吗你？
Can Can someone help out the disabled child in the background? Can we talk to him and figure out what is going on? I think here we go again at a campfire, like, joking around, insulting each other, and meanwhile there's someone that we should maybe be, like, helping out or paying more attention to. Okay, maybe he's sleeping. But I just... How do you sleep with these idiots around you?
就是让他在英雄大会上说几句不咸不淡的话。龙的老爹手里呢，勉强还算个戏班子，可如今的龙渊阁主已经一文不值了。这臭小子有什么
Hold up. Okay, I gotta...
这臭小子请过来，就是让他在英雄大会上说几句不咸不淡的话。龙渊阁在他老爹手里呢，勉强还算个戏班子，可如今的龙渊阁主4个字已经一文不值了。这臭小子有什么用啊？
老妖怪，别卖关子了，你抓他来做什么？
闭嘴，小蠢货！他就是一把钥匙。
Oh, he even called him a little idiot. He's the key. Cause wait, okay, the young Long, I think was his name, but he said like, oh, my father has the key or the device that you need in addition to the glazed armor to open the armory. But whatever immortal dude is saying, he himself, the child, is the key. Like, did his father go like, oh, that feels weird. If he's like being used as like the key in the situation.
钥匙。
你不是想弄清楚荣炫和琉璃甲20年前的那些乱七八糟的事儿吗？龙渊阁就是打开那些往事的钥匙。
Where? Oh.
为什么？
Key to the past.
荣炫和琉璃甲的事。
等你活到了我这把年纪啊，你就清楚了。有时候想知道一个人想要什么，并不是什么难事。
We're gonna keep getting, like, different and refined versions of the story. What, at this point, I can, like, hear it in my head, like, with the 20 years ago, what is it? 20年 something. 20年 something, and it's, you know, the narration at the first episode, and then we get some of it again. I think we've had it, like, 3 times now, because Gao Chong was telling that story or part of it. We had Wen Kuxing telling the story, and now we've got the immortal guy maybe telling the story. So maybe the child is the key, metaphorically. Oh, that's the ending! Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, I don't think I've ever been so just, like, twisted and wrung out and, like, slapped by, like, an episode of television before in my life. And I feel like there's 10 things going on at any one time that I could sit there and analyze or try to figure out, like, what I'm still... Okay, I'm definitely going right on to watch the next episode. I don't know how much further I'll get today. I wish there were more hours in a day, etc. Anyway, please tell me you're not the only one who thinks that, the Scorpion King and Zhao Jing are, like, super hot together. It just works. I'm upset about it, but I know I'm not the only one. Right? Anyway, E-Soup signing out. Until next time.